Cheguei. E aí, rapaz, a câmera tá torta, não tá? Sou eu que fico esbarrando nessa porcaria, velho? Toda vez que eu ligo a câmera, ela tá numa posição diferente, pô. Tô achando que o problema sou eu, hein, chat. Vai assim mesmo. E aí, como é que vocês estão? Boa noite. Como é que foi o dia de vocês? Ontem vocês não me lembraram de baixar a live, hein? Tô decepcionado com vocês. É, parte 18 não baixei. Ó, esperava mais, hein? Não vou botar pra baixar agora, porque aí hip live. O que eu tava fazendo aqui? Voltar pelo Rutard. Aqui é o campeonato, o torneio. Tem quest nova aqui. Isso aqui é a quest nova também? Parece, né? O pessoal de Minas me quer morto. Esse aqui é aquele cara que bugou como missão.
Poor defenseless women, fair maidens, protect your innocence. Run to the nunnery and give yourself to
God. Rapaziada, hoje é aquele dia que eu vou ficar o máximo possível.
What the hell are you poking around here for?
I'm Henry. Your lord's expecting me.
Ah, so you're the one. He did mention you, that's true. I'm sorry for being so harsh with you, but we were attacked recently, as you probably know. So we're a lot more cautious now with strangers hanging around.
Well, I understand. But I need to speak with Lord Ruthard as soon as possible.
Of course, follow me. Well, we're here, but you'll have to wait a while. As you can see, Lord Ruthard has an important visitor, and it seems they haven't finished yet.
I understand.
Quem é o visitante?
And what now, Martin? Did you speak to Jerome Naz? Will he support us?
He won't. He lent a lot of coin to Sigismund, and now he's stuck with him.
Sakra.
He's scared. As soon as he does anything to upset him, Sigismund will denounce him as a rebel and right after dead.
Damn it. Has all his counting groschen not left room for a grain of common sense in that head of his?
Jerome is a vain man. I'm sure he's pleased when the Hungarian king himself listens to him. He was boasting that he'll be in charge of some church talks in the Italian court. There is no way we'll change his mind.
But you've been to see other councillors too, haven't you? Have you any good news from anyone?
Unfortunately not. Some of them are beholden to Sigismund for their office, and some are worried about ending up, forgive me, friends, like you and Peter of Pisek.
Christ above! That's exactly what Sigismund wants. To divide us. To paralyze us with fear.
Divide et impera. God knows, that ginger fox is a master of dividing and conquering.
You are absolutely correct, my lady. Especially when everyone can see your problems. I've heard that Mint Master Vavak is still putting pressure on you.
The devil take that bastard! He had the gall to blackmail me in my own home.
Gentlemen, and my lady, sorry to interrupt, but I have some new tidings about our Mint Master. I've heard about his crimes against the crown, and it's no trivial pilfering.
Are you sure the accusations are true?
I've got proof of everything.
Ha! God bless you, lad. Finally, some good news.
It seems that this young man came to brighten my day. Who do I have the honor of addressing?
Martin, this is Henry, our ally from Liechtenstein. Henry, this is Sir Martin Odorin, Lord of Rabosh, a loyal supporter of King Wenceslas, as no doubt you've already deduced.
Eu tenho o seu anel.
Sir, my friend Godwin gave me a ring for you. He said you'd help me if I needed it.
Godwin? Really? Well, you choose peculiar friends.
Niye genik?
I'm not sure what you mean, sir.
Godwin shouldn't be giving away what isn't his. But I'll help you if need be, although not on account of that ring.
Sir Gunslin,
Shimek? What's going on?
Mint Master Vavak is heading here with an armed cohort.
Right now?
Deixa vir, ué.
So be it. This matter must be brought to an end. Shimek, place a gunner on the upper floor and a crossbowman on the stairs. Then gather whoever you can find and join us in the yard.
Certainly, right away, sir.
Henry, we're counting mainly on you. I hope your findings are worth a dozen armed men.
100 at least, sir. You'll see.
I'll help you into your armor, Papa.
But quickly! And then go to your chambers and lock yourself in.
What? I'm going with you.
No. So go to your room. Take your precious crossbow. And if things turn out badly, shoot any of Vavak's whoresons who stick their noses through the door. If something were to happen to me, you're the next in line in our family. Don't forget that.
I love you, Papa. God Almighty, hold your protective hand above us.
Greetings, Sir Ruthard. Your gate was open, so I took the opportunity for a little visit.
No gate is closed to you, is it? The gates of hell are especially looking forward to your visit. But you're more than well aware of that, eh? Since you don't dare leave home without a horde of men-at-arms.
My men aren't here to protect me, but to enable me to keep order when needed. And today, I got the feeling that order is just what's needed. Or do you disagree, sir?
Weigh your words, sir. One might take them as threats. But be assured, we're very well prepared today for anyone who might threaten us.
Threats? A warning, more like. A friendly warning from the Royal Mint Master. Lord Ruthart, I'm offering you one last chance to surrender your mining rights to me. If we agree, neither you nor your family will have anything to fear.
Balela.
If not, the king will hear of the serpent you nurse in your bosom. And this time, you'll lose not only your fortress, but also your honor and status.
Enough! Do you think you can insult me in my own home? Do you imagine you can do as you please, just because you have Sigismund's favor? That can easily change when the king learns of the serpent you are nursing in your bosom, to cite your own words, sir. Only, considering what I know, you might lose a little more than your honor. Like your head, for what it's worth.
How dare you?
Henry, kindly inform the Royal Mint Master what is being said about him.
The word is you're in league with Buresh of Krakowitz and Foreman Fett. Together, you've been falsifying the mining records. 1/10 of the silver ingots disappears from the records and ends up in your pockets. That's a capital crime. The king won't let you get away with that, whether Sigismund or Wenceslas.
I'd say this somewhat alters the perspective, sir. So from now on, you will leave me and my family be. Ha! Or your king will hear of your shenanigans.
Exactly. We'll see to that. Mark my words.
Are you trying to threaten the Royal Mint Master again? And with nothing but common slander? You haven't learned much since the last time.
Well, we've not had much time for that. We've been fully occupied with collecting evidence. Isn't that so, Henry?
I've got your account ledgers here with me. The real ones, from Buresh, that prove how you carried out this entire fraud. They make quite interesting reading.
They certainly are interesting. Only you didn't understand them at all. I'm well aware of Buresh's fraud. I've been trying to catch him myself.
You won't wriggle out of this, Vavak. Better people than you have been executed for lesser crimes than yours.
Crimes? Not only did you foil my investigation into Buresh's crimes, but you want to blame me for them on top of it all? It's a pity Lord Buresh is no longer among the living, so he won't be able to resolve our dispute. How regrettable.
He got what he deserved. What's regrettable is that Buresh wasn't the only greedy bastard that Hermes Trismegistos involved in his crimes. If these books won't be enough, you can be sure we'll get some more witnesses to confirm everything.
So, do you want to chance your luck? Or come to an agreement?
Captain,
Sir,
this matter is an internal affair of the Crown and my office. I'll resolve it here with these gentlemen in private.
are you sure, sir?
Yes, damn it! Do what I say! Wait for me by the gate.
Let us step inside. Let's give the Mint Master the privacy he requests.
Gentlemen, I expect you'll keep this entire matter to yourselves. And I expect you'll be wanting something in return.
The executioner's far from here, so I'll be standing in for him today. God knows what kind of man you are. May God have mercy on my soul.
What? You can't just cut down the Royal Mint Master. Wait! We got off on the wrong foot.
I'll give you the wrong foot. Right up your ass.
You're right. I underestimated you. I made a mistake.
You certainly did, sir. A big mistake.
The only question is, how much your mistake is going to cost you.
Don't do anything rash, Kunslin. I understand you're angry, but he could come in useful.
That's true. Intelligent people can always reach an agreement that benefits everyone, and...
You're right. I'm more than angry. Swear you leave me and my family in peace, and our mining rights will remain untouched.
You have my word. I swear it.
Good. You know what awaits you otherwise. If Martin believes you can be of use to us, I'll leave it to him. I'm not in the mood for this.
Right. You said intelligent people can come to an agreement. So let's see. We need to know what Sigismund's planning.
Spy on the king? You can't ask that of me.
It doesn't sound like you want to come to an agreement.
You can't.
We can.
Podemos.
And we will.
This is
see.
nothing compared to the punishment you're facing for what you've done. Either you agree to this, or Sigismund learns all about it. Then you'd have to run damn far to avoid the chopping block.
Henry's right. So don't even think about double-crossing us. You've a lot more to lose than we do.
And don't forget about your oath either.
I understand. All right, I'll do as you ask.
Excellent. And now get out of my house.
Of course.
I'll take my leave too, Kunslin. I've still got some affairs to deal with today. At least I can see our Mint Master out. I'm sure he'll be delighted to tell me many interesting things.
God go with you, Martin. I hope we'll soon meet again in more pleasant circumstances. Ha ha! Now that was a good one. The mighty Mint Master strode in like a lion, and then crawled out like a whipped dog. Oof. I can breathe a lot easier now we've got rid of that bastard. At any rate, Henry, I'll take those incriminating books. I'll hide them in a safe place, just in case he gets any ideas.
Good idea, sir. Here they are.
Thanks, Henry. You did a fine job, and I'll never forget your help.
Well, you can return the favor right away, sir. You promised to help me get into Malashov.
I did, and I'll keep that promise. There's a secret passage leading out of Malashov, and you could avail of it in the opposite direction.
A secret passage? That's a godsend. Von Burgov won't have an inkling.
He won't. It's well hidden. We didn't even know about it ourselves for a long time. Until Rosa discovered it at the fortress one day. She can best explain to you how to find it. She should be in a room. It's up the stairs. You'll see the door on your left.
All right, I'll ask her. Thank you very much, Sir Kunslin.
Don't thank me yet. The worst of it is still ahead of you.
Nobody will be expecting me. The passageway is an advantage that works on my side. Besides, I've got my spy coat on, which makes me hard to spot. I can deal with any locks. And if I come across anyone, I'll take him out without a sound or a trace.
Well, it looks like you know what you're doing, and that you've done it before.
Not
I'll
familiar.
pray for your success. It would help us in more ways than you probably realize.
What do you mean, in more ways?
Isn't it obvious? We've been sitting with our arms folded until now. And where has it got us? We look helpless. It's difficult to find allies. But if you liberate Lord Capon, right from under von Burgov's nose, the word will spread like wildfire throughout the land. And von Burgov will look like a fool. And he'll lose a strong advantage in parleying. That would help convince some of those who are hesitant about joining us in the fight against Sigismund and the Praguers.
You're right. I hadn't thought of the other consequences. And I reckon even Jobst hasn't realized. Thanks again. As soon as I speak to Rosa, I'll head out right away. I'll get Lord Capon out of Malashov if it's the last thing I do.
You've no lack of courage, son. But you shouldn't count on that alone. Be careful. And good luck. I'll at least look at the books you brought. I'm very curious about what there is on Vavak, and how he did it all.
I wish you a pleasant read. There's more than enough on him in there.
I've got a feeling you're looking for me, Henry.
Your father sent me.
So I can tell you how to get to our fortress. A task for the lowest lackey, wouldn't you say? Well, you don't need to answer that.
Right, yeah. That's exactly why he sent me. But how...
What are you staring at? Do you think I was born yesterday? I was listening to you from the top of the stairs. So, this passage, it leads to the cellars. But the outside entrance is hidden underground in a forest, not far from the castle. You can find the exact place if you know where and how to look.
Is it in a cave hidden behind a waterfall?
Well, no. But it would be nice. Listen, nearby Malashov is a stud farm managed by Hashtal, an old friend of Papa's. We had a wayside shrine set up at the crossroads before the stud farm.
A wayside shrine? How do you mean?
Are you a Christian at all? Never mind. It's a big white column. You can't miss it. From the shrine, you should be able to see a group of boulders. Beyond them are the remains of an old chapel. You have to find it, and then there's a kind of... how can I describe it? A window. A gap you can look through.
If it's still standing.
I hope so too.
A gente
Anyway,
passou perto dessa
it should
ruína de
direct you
igreja, né?
towards some ruins. Go there. And now pay attention. Somewhere in those ruins is a stone cross. You have to find it and look where its top points to. If you go the way the cross is pointing, you'll find another one, and again follow the direction it's pointing in. That should lead you to a small clearing, marked by a cross in the rocks. You dig there, and you should get to the passageway.
That's a really cunning solution. No random fool would ever find it.
That was exactly my intention when I thought it up. Thanks, Henry. I think you're no fool, so you shouldn't have any trouble. And that's not all. Getting into the castle is the easy part. Don't forget, you have to get out too.
You're right. Horses will be needed. For me and for Capon.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Fortunately, I know how to arrange that. Stop off at the stud farm I told you about, and ask Hashtal for horses.
Where's the cash?
No catch. On the contrary, please tell Hashtal that Papa is still paying for masses for his dead father, as agreed years ago. And even if he's not too keen, tell him we'll pay him for the horses.
You got it well figured out. Thanks. Don't know how I'd manage without you.
You've done plenty to help, and now it's our turn. Papa said something like that, didn't he? You know, you might not be aware of it, but you saved us from a mountain of trouble. Papa would never admit it, but alone, we wouldn't be able to resist the Mint Master for long. You've earned the right to the gratitude and friendship of our house for all time.
Se chama ela.
Would you like to come with me? At least I'll be sure to find that place.
Would you seriously want me there? What if something were to go wrong? Wouldn't a girl like me be more of a burden to you?
Well, you wouldn't be a burden to me. Quite the opposite. I've already seen you know how to take care of yourself.
Thank you. But I can't go nevertheless. Papa would jump out of his skin if he even heard of such a thing. That's why I would like to ask you for one favor, but you mustn't breathe a word of it to anyone. Understand?
Ok.
I'm listening.
I wanted to ask you, since you're going to be at Malashov, if you could bring me something from there.
And what might that be?
A book. It has great value to me, and I was starting to worry it would stay there forever. But if you're going there now...
And what book is this that's so important?
It's hard to explain to someone uninitiated in the mysteries of writing.
What do you mean, uninitiated? I happen to know how to read.
Really? Mea culpa. You are full of surprises, so if you do find the book, you'll be able to read it.
Well, yeah. That's the way it goes with books.
In that case, I'm not going to make it easy for you. If you'd like to know why it's so important to me, you'll have to find it first.
Tá bom.
Fear not, my lady. I'll gladly tear the entire fortress apart to find that book for you.
Restraint, valiant knight. I value your determination, but this way would give yourself away immediately, and I'd remain without my book. Find it nice and quietly, then come back.
Your wish is my command.
It shouldn't be hard. The book is bound in scarlet leather and inlaid with gold. You won't find many like such there. And take this, so you don't get lost in the fortress.
Thank you.
It is quite possible you won't get back to Malashov again. So don't forget about me. And Henry, be careful.
Vencemos, chat. Tá no papo essa aí.
How did it go?
I went to see him, but he threw me out.
I'm
Opa.
surprised.
But it was just a simple misunderstanding.
Bollocks a misunderstanding. You made a fool of yourself, more like.
What am I supposed to do then?
You should go and see the
Already,
priest.
and there are still holes in the walls.
That's true. But what good are fortifications you can't defend? I'll tell you.
Qual é, chat? Bora no torneio? Deixa eu ver o que esse cara tem aqui primeiro. Preciso upar minhas skills das outras armas. Eu tô sem um kit de armadura. Tô. Putz. Aqui não tem nenhum não? Tem. Boa noite, Robson. Como é que você tá? Chegou cedo hoje. Cheguei. Cheguei porque eu não fui, né, mano? Tô bem, cara. Graças a Deus. Mas assim, eu não fui. Eu não fui na academia hoje de novo. Eita, é. A dor do ombro passou, mas o pescoço ainda tá. E a próxima série que eu tenho que fazer lá é justamente a que me machucou. Aí eu dei... Aí eu vou dar mais esse fim de semana de descanso. Segunda-feira já vai estar tudo 100%. Mas tu sabe por que machucou? Postura.
Thank God for that.
É porque eu tinha que fazer um exercício. Você tá familiarizado com os exercícios de academia? Lembro um pouco. Tríceps corda. Você tem a polia com a roldana, né? Aí do outro lado tem os pesos. Então, o aparelho que eu fiz, tá, o tríceps corda, segunda-feira, a polia ficava muito baixa. Na altura máxima dela era muito baixa. E eu sou muito alto, tá ligado? Aí quando eu tava procurando ali a postura pra ficar direito, pra fazer legal, deu uma puxada aqui, ó, do ombro até o pescoço. 2 semanas inteiras, velho. Aí hoje tá doendo só o pescoço. E não tá mais do jeito que tava. Terça e quarta eu perdi noite de sono. Porque eu deitava pra dormir. Aí no meio da madrugada a gente se mexe, né? Eu acordava porque o pescoço tava doendo. O pescoço e o ombro aqui. Até a pá do ombro aqui atrás. Ah, foi sinistro, cara. Aí não fui terça. Fui quarta pra fazer uma outra série, mas que também mexe muito o ombro. Aí voltou a doer mais um pouco. Consegui fazer tudo, mas voltou a dar dor. Aí ontem e hoje eu não fui. Vou deixar pra ir segunda. Pô. Cara, postura é tudo. Você errou postura, você cagou seu exercício, você se cagou. E na hora eu senti, tá ligado? Eu falei, pô, não tá legal. Aí eu fui. Eu já tava com o peso puxado, saca? Aí eu, pô, não tá legal, preciso me arrumar. Só que eu queria voltar o peso, né, pra não desandar. E corrigir a postura. Foi nessa que o ombro reclamou. Que deu a puxada. Eu acho que na hora que eu puxei o peso já era tarde. Que eu puxei e senti. Mas é fogo, velho. Também quem manda. Quem manda ser mais alto que o aparelho? Na próxima tem que esperar liberar o outro mesmo. Que tem um que é mais alto, né? Aí na hora que eu fui fazer tava ocupado. Eu falei, pô, mano, último exercício. Vou fazer aqui mesmo. Dá pra fazer. Na última série, na última da 3 de 10, toma. 3 de 8, né? Eu aumentei o peso e reduziu a repetição. É na última da série de 3 de 8. Toma, palhaço. Otário. Pra aprender. O que eu tava procurando? Ah, sim, tem uma quest aqui aparentemente. Espero que tenha aprendido. Não aprendi nada, pô.
Excuse me.
Dá um mês, faz tudo errado de novo.
Here we are. Good.
You said you needed some help with something. What's going on?
Something's happened. Oh, a real mess. And I need help from someone reliable.
What is it?
When I was
Trump.
fishing around for
Peraí.
information about Liechtenstein, I cast the net a bit too wide. And one of the servant girls I questioned was just found dead.
You think she was killed because of you?
I don't know. If I did, I wouldn't be asking you for help.
Que isso?
I'll help you. Tell me all about it. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She was an ordinary, pretty girl. She worked as a maid. I heard they found her all hacked up. Tossed somewhere by the town wall.
Caraca.
Oh, folk in town are saying it was absolute slaughter. They took the body to the morgue by the St. Peter and St. Paul cemetery.
I'll go take a look at her. See if I can find anything.
I think that would be for the best. Though, I don't think it'll be a very pretty sight. You can ask the gravedigger for details. He'll know the most.
Trampo hoje foi tranquilo. Terminei o material lá de treino. Fiz a primeira prova para certificação do sistema. Segunda-feira eu devo fazer a outra.
When did you last see the girl?
Around a week ago?
And did you notice anything suspicious about her?
Not at all. She was always cheerful, lively. She was looking forward to a dance. Though I'm afraid she won't be dancing ever again.
What was Alice trying to find out for you?
She always brought me the freshest gossip overheard from her master. And lately, what the other maids in town were saying.
And did you learn anything important from her? Something someone would kill her for?
That's the thing. All she brought me was gossip. Who was cheating on who wasn't going to confession, those sorts of things. So, you'll have to figure out the rest for yourself.
De boa a prova? De boinha. O exercício que meu chefe passou pra gente fazer foi mais difícil que a prova. Ele botou a gente lá pra estudar o sistema. Passou um exercício, tá ligado? Exercício de cadastro, controle de horário, essas coisas tudo. E hoje prova pra certificação do sistema. Eu achei interessante. Botar o cara pra aprender mesmo, tá ligado? Ó, tá aqui a documentação, vai ler. Vai tirar o certificado. Se você não passar na certificação, eu não posso te contratar. Então você tá na rua. Tá ligado? Mas antes da prova, toma esse exercício aqui. Foi bem de boa. Software é assim, E como no caso da empresa, eles não desenvolvem o próprio software, né? Eles compram o software e revendem e prestam o suporte. Se eu não sou certificado com a dev do software, eu não posso ficar lá como técnico, tá ligado? Eu não aprendi o sistema, como é que eu vou ensinar o cliente? Eu achei interessante. A minha antiga empresa devia fazer um esquema desse. Porque no caso eles desenvolvem o próprio software, né? Na minha antiga empresa. E assim. Mas também foi uma parada que aconteceu só comigo. Porque os caras que chegavam, eles recebiam treinamento. O mesmo treinamento que se dá para cliente. Teve 2 que chegaram depois de mim, os 2 tiveram treinamento. Eu não tive. Eu não tive esse treinamento. E quem, entre aspas, me treinou foi o meu supervisor na época. Os outros 2 caras que entraram depois de mim, o primeiro dia deles foi inteiro treinamento do sistema. O dia inteiro. Saca? Quando eu cheguei lá, bate papo meia hora, bora pro serviço. Mano, eu sem treinamento era o cara que pegava chamando. Cara, eu aprendia na hora pra resolver o problema pro cliente. Os 2 que chegaram depois de mim saíram antes de mim. Eu aprendi ali na hora e me virava, pô.
What about your other girls? Are they alright?
Yes, fortunately. I'm careful enough to keep them pretty much in the dark about my plans. That's why Alice's death shocked me so much.
O sistema tá com isso, não sei o que. Não, pera aí que eu vou buscar informação. Botava no mudo e metia as caras.
What are you gonna do next?
I'd like to ask the others if they noticed anything suspicious. If someone is following them and the like, but...
You don't want to scare them.
I'm scared myself. For them. Maybe nobody knows about them yet. If someone was to follow me, I could give them away. And I can't risk that. I don't want anyone else to die because of me.
What if I go and see them?
They don't know you, Henry. You'd only scare them. I'll figure something out. In the meantime, find out everything you can about Alice.
Do you think there could be something bigger behind the murder?
I don't know. Maybe she just got caught up in something. But it's strange. Why would someone do her like that? That's the kind of thing you do when you want to send someone a message.
A mensagem era pra você, então, né? Perde tempo treinando não, bota pra trabalhar que eles dá conta. Foi quase isso mesmo. Mano, a menina que tava me treinando o Lessa sentado do meu lado me tirando dúvida. Ela demorou 1 ano pra pegar plantão. Acho que 1 ano. Eles queriam colocar pro plantão no 4º mês já. Falei, cara, não vou dar conta de atender plantão, não. Eu não sei as coisas ainda, pô. Um monte de dúvida. Na hora que o cliente me ligar lá, eu vou consultar quem? Opa, Makuna chegou com a galera. E aí, rapaziada, sejam todos bem-vindos. Eu sou o Seraf, estou aqui de segunda a sábado, das 20 às 22. E nos sábados, das 13 às 20. Um collab cabuloso com o Makunaíma, que tá aí, com o Gilink e o Pimenta, que deve estar escondido por aí também, porque ele é malandro. Consultar a documentação que ainda farão depois que você ficar o plantão, mas nem isso. E aí, matadores? Bem-vindo cá de volta, cara.
Sorriam e acenem, rapazes, sorriam e acenem.
Pimenta foi dormir, safado. Pimenta tá fugindo de mim, rapaz. Depois que ele me matou sábado lá, tá fugindo de mim. Vai, Pimenta. E aí, rapaz. Cara, eu vi que você tá jogando em Shrouded, mano. É maneiro o jogo? Eu não tô interagindo no chat não, porque eu tô jogando só o bagaço, mas eu tô lá. Tá gostando do Pacas. E a Makuna cavou uma caverna e fez uma base dentro. Pô, massa, mano. E aquele esquema que eles falaram mesmo, o sistema de construção é quase o Valheim? Você muda tudo. Pô, eu vi lá, ele parece ser muito maneiro, cara. O pouquinho que eu vi você jogando. É mais livre que o Valheim, mas não tem física no jogo. Como assim? O jogo todo é um sistema de missões. O teto da minha caverna deveria ter desabado na cabeça do meu personagem. Ah, saquei. Não tem aquele esquema de ponto de apoio, essas coisas, né? Ah, pô. Mas assim, não é uma coisa que me incomoda. E aí, Guine, quando é que a gente vai jogar esse jogo? Desenrola pra nós lá. Cara, não tem vergonha na cara, né, mano? Coloquei uma luminária na parede, tirei a parede e a luminária está perfeitamente apoiada no nada. Magia. Não tem mago lá? É magia. Nanobolts. É. Lanterna antigravitacional, pô. Lanterna quântica. Na lanterna quântica ela tá ou não tá acesa. Pode ser a lanterna da parede quântica. Melhorou. É magia quântica. Ai, ai. Lembrando, rapaziada, amanhã collab às 13 horas. Com essa galera que tá aí, Macuna, Guinness e o Pimenta. E é isso, das 13 às 20. Continuar o legado da sombra de Riven Creek, né, mano? Juliana Valentina recebeu o manto e vai carregar o legado.
Why did you ask me in particular for help?
Because you're the only one I know here.
Uh-huh.
But don't take it the wrong way. I'm actually glad it's you. You're pretty reliable. Not even Zhishka would be of much help to me here.
Uh-huh. Thanks. I know everything I need.
Good. Go to that graveyard, talk to the gravedigger, and take a look at that poor girl's body. In the meantime, I'll try to find out more. Then we'll put it all together, and I'll be damned if we can't come up with something.
Ganhamos, chat, mais uma no papo.
Why is this all sticky?
É alerta de primeira pessoa. Alerta de primeira pessoa. Alerta de primeira pessoa.
Now just this.
Vai, se liga, rapaziada, eu posso fazer isso aqui, ó. Baixar e levantar a viseira do meu capacete. Que isso? É a viseira do meu capacete, baixando e levantando. E é Bhaskara, seja bem-vindo, mano. Eu tô avisando pra... Tô avisando pra galera que tenha problema com o jogo em primeira pessoa. E o jogo voltou pro modo primeira pessoa, saca? Daí se estiver olhando pra tela, pá... Dá o de Braldinho. Esse sou eu. Aí, ó. Chegou. É esse cara aí. Vou pegar café. Beleza, mano. Vai lá. Não, é aquele esquema, né? Vou pegar café, na hora da volta, cadê?
My humble knows I have customers waiting. What would you like, sir?
Tá umas roupas pra
I'll
eu.
have a look at the wares.
Eu queria muito poder suspender o capuz, velho. Mais 23 de carisma. Eu já expliquei o porquê de, mesmo com carisma no máximo, você ainda pegar peças que te dão carisma além do máximo. Por quê? Alguém lembra? Eu já expliquei. Vai cair na prova. Mais 36 de carisma e você? Mais 2, não, beleza aqui. Ninguém? Decepcionado, hein, mano. Tô decepcionado. E a roupa desgasta. Então, quanto mais danificada ela tiver, mais pontos de atributo ela vai perdendo. Então, se você tem pontos sobressalentes de carisma na sua roupa, ela pode ir desgastando que você mantém o seu carisma no máximo. Por um tempo. Até ela se desgastar num ponto que você tem que consertar. Então, pra galera que pretende jogar esse jogo futuramente, fica a dica.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Very well.
Do we have a deal?
You'll have to make a better offer for this. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. Thank you, sir. And...
Ele fica por cima da armadura? Esse aqui não fica. Por que que esse fica? Por que que o gibão fica? Ora, ora, se não é mais uma peça de armadura pra eu carregar. Vou deixar no cavalo por enquanto esse machado.
Come again.
Show me your wares.
Você chega pra conversar com o maluco, de tempo em tempo o cara vai lá e troca de roupa completamente. Vai de nobre pra cavaleiro pra um ladino.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Very well.
How's this?
That's not worth it.
Claro que é, cara.
Aye, you'll convince me with that price. I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Dispõe. Oba, voltamos. Ontem essa porcaria não crashou, velho. O que que mudou hoje? Tempo de jogo, mas ontem eu joguei 2 horas. Hoje não deu uma. Somado de um dia pro outro. Pode crer. Pois é, rapaziada. Então se continuar assim, vamos ter que jogar Zomboid. Pode ser, Robson? Ou não? Ou você não aprova a ideia? Agradecemos o envio de relatório de erros. Vocês não fazem merda nenhuma com isso. Aliás, foi um tiro no pé a AMD lançar um patch um dia depois do Kingdom Come lançar. E tipo, os problemas continuam. Então por que não segurar a porcaria do patch mais um tempo? Ou isso é traquinagem do OBS também, né? Não sei. Ai, ai, é difícil, cara. Difícil.
Here it comes!
E o que que aconteceu? Perdemos uma roupinha chique que a gente acabou de comprar. Vou comprar de novo não. Perdeu. Música da Katsuki? Não conheço a música da Katsuki. É essa que tá tocando? Que tava tocando? Conhece a história do Manolo? Acho que prestava serviço para moto, que foi processado porque programou um trem para dar problema? Tô ligado nos esquemas desse aí. Essa história não me é estranha, essa anedota.
Look what I have for you.
Pô, a linguiça caiu em cima da bosta do cavalo, velho. Coitado do cachorro. Desculpa o vira-lata. Você merece mais que isso, mano. Ah, é, tem quest aqui também. Eu falei que eu dei pilha da gente fazer o torneio, né? Bora fazer o torneio. Precisando de uns equipe novo aí. E como eu falei, a recompensa do torneio ela vem melhorando conforme você vai participando. A última vez a gente gastou 500 conto e recebemos 1.500 de volta. Quer dizer, 300. Gastamos 300 conto e recebemos 1.500 de volta. Então vale a pena fazer o torneio.
God bless you.
Que droga, cara. Nunca acerto a entrada da escola aqui de
How did
esgrima.
it go? I went to see him.
Ele era terceirizado e fez tipo um timer para travar o sistema e só ele dava suporte. Daí resetava o timer e pegava a grana. Depois de um tempo a empresa descobriu e processou o Manolo. Caraca.
Schönen Tag. Was willst du, mein Herr?
Sign me up for the tournament.
Toll. What discipline will it be?
Todos. Me garanto.
I can't seem to make up my mind. You know what? Sign me up for everything.
Good choice. Pay the entry fee and we are done here.
Vamos.
Here are the groschen, but I plan on winning them all back.
I look forward to seeing your attempt. May Lady Fortune be on your side. On the day of the tournament, go and see Friedrich Kummel. He has the honor of running the tournament and will introduce you. Or you can wait here for the tournament, as you wish.
Esperar aqui. Nossa, o custo de esperar o torneio aqui caiu pra 15, cara. Antes era 100. Deve ser isso aí, de tantas em tantas horas de gameplay o jogo crasha. Só se for isso, cara.
I want to wait for the tournament here.
Of course. There is a bed here for you. Just give me some groschen for food.
Here you are.
Refrain from sin. Satan is going round our city, and the only defense is piety and virtue. Especially in these times, we have to heed the commandments.
A atração principal do torneio chegou, pode começar. Eu me desmutei? Me desmutei. Me desmutei não? Ô, droga.
Hear ye! Esteemed citizens of Kuttenberg! The local sword-fighting brotherhood has organized the tournament this city so justly deserves. That's why we've been graced by the presence of our esteemed counselors. They too are eager to see who will stand out above the rest and become the champion. So let's start by hailing those who will be competing for the title.
Come here, lad. I hope you put on your gear so you can crush them.
Valeu, tio. Vou descalço mesmo.
In a moment, we'll see a duel between two skilled and seasoned fighters. A fighter of such experience, he can hardly be matched. Well known to all of us, thanks to his many previous victories. Henry of Skalitz.
Isso.
And who's going to face him? Inek is known as Milk Drinker because he doesn't drink booze. He's a journeyman under Master Gunsmith Brookup, and today he wants to show us that casting hot metal is not the only art he knows. May God and fortune decide. Contenders, forward!
Bora, bora, bora.
There's no escape!
No, you don't!
Too slow! And duel!
Leave me be.
First duel! Henry of Skalitz!
Esse, pode gritar meu nome.
Victory's within his reach, but things are far from over. His opponent surely won't go down without a fight. Contenders, get to it!
This time, beat him up even more quickly!
For the cross!
What a spectacle!
Shit!
Take that, you shit!
Go fuck yourself!
Hey, fuck that! Fuck you!
Eu aprendi que essa guarda baixa aí, na rema, se chama guarda do tolo.
End of duel!
Mercy!
It's decided! An outstanding display of prowess on the part of the victor! Henry of Skalitz!
Guilherme perguntou se estávamos ouvindo, eu disse não, e ele foi procurar o problema. Levou uns segundos para perceber e dizer, mas como tu respondeu?
Also known as the Law, Ruthard's family guard. Sir Kunzlin was knighted a long time ago, so let's see how chivalrous Shimmick will be today.
Woman could do better.
And surely he will face an equally brave warrior. Guardsman, Dirk, also called Stallion, who makes sure our citizens can rest easy at night. Though he's also caused many a restless night for the lasses around here.
My old woman
The
could do
ladies
better.
would be heartbroken if the stallion became a gelding by accident. So beware, Dirk. May the best man win. No time to lose. Get
Glory to
it.
Kuttenberg!
Greetings.
What the?
What a spectacle! Do that
Sure
with a
knows how
shield!
to handle his shield.
What a such speed! Did I
Go
as
fuck
if the
yourself.
shield weighed nothing!
Surprised the other bloke's still standing.
Bad luck. Truly, a joy to behold.
Through the shield and into him. Wow!
Now that's what I call an opener.
Pô, o guarda tá apanhando, velho.
Wait till he stops covering himself. My
Truly,
God!
a
Through
joy
the
to behold.
shield and into him.
O guarda tá apanhando pro bocão.
End of duel. Victory in the first duel
Pô,
went
mano.
to this skillful swordsman who displayed truly beautiful technique. Shimmick the Law. It seems Lady Luck is on his side. Let's see how fickle she is today. For the glory of Gutenberg, let the duel begin.
Nossa, nossa, nossa.
That's something.
My God! Through the shield and into him.
No, fuck. Ha.
That's how you know a true master! I had no idea you could even do that with
Didn't
a
have a
shield!
chance in hell of blocking that. So much shit kicked out of him. I can
Did
smell
I
it
get
from
that
here.
right? I lied!
Nossa, o guardia tomou uma sova, cara. O bocão aqui engoliu o guardia.
Glory to him and to his skill. But let's allow him some rest before the final encounter, which he'll of course be participating in. Now comes the final sword and shield duel. To those who are yet to meet their match, Henry of Skalitz, who has already triumphed once today. And now, he's going to face another brave warrior.
Show yourself.
Shimek the Law. Enjoy the duel that will soon follow.
Yes! Yes! Glory! Hurrah!
Let your steel ring. Fight!
Death!
What the fuck was that?
True master swordsman. What a duel that was.
Ah, fuck the...
End of duel! Which contender handles his weapon better? Henry of Skalitz! Let's wish him luck in the next round. And his rival too. He may still turn the duel around.
Não vai não.
Ready? Fight! End of duel! The deed is done! The winner of the sword and shield discipline is a nimble, skilled fencer who
Me
has
lembra
yet to be
daquelas arenas em
defeated.
evento de anime, eu sempre ganho as lutas.
Henry of Skalitz! The time
Nunca
has
vi.
come for our contenders to put their skills with the longsword to the test. It is a noble and dangerous weapon. Mastering it is no easy feat, and it is a great honor to behold the skill and courage of those who have done so.
I came to get my gear for the next duels.
You're right on time. Here, let me give you a hand. Sir. I'm sorry.
Now, we'll see a fight between men who are no strangers to blades. Winner of the sword and shield discipline, Henry of Skalitz. Now his skills will be put to the test by a tough bruiser who's well known across the town. Peter the Miner, also known as Shut Up, as you will rarely hear a kind word from him. But deep down, Peter is a good man and is a well-respected miner. So, don't shut up. Instead, welcome Peter. I wish both of you the best of luck and a steady arm.
Cadê o cara?
Glory to Gutenberg.
Jogo.
No time to lose.
Ah.
Get to it.
No mercy!
End of duel.
Já?
The first duel.
Porque os eventos aí são meio sem graça, que são os eventos mais elaborados.
Let's wish him luck in the next round. And his rival too.
Eu meio que
He
caguei,
may still
então.
turn the duel around. Contenders, get to it. End of duel.
Yeah.
A second hard-earned win for this famous and truly mighty contender.
Yeah. Yeah.
Henry. And now, two great fighters go head to head. Shimek the Maw. And which worthy opponent has Lady Fortune chosen for him? Peshek Putzlaw, a well-known contender, guarding the Italian court, who used to protect King Wenceslas himself. I really wouldn't want to face him. Watch closely. We'll now see whose skill proves to be greater. Let your steel ring. Fight.
Things he can do with his sword. Dancing!
I'm surprised the other bloke's still standing.
So much shit kicked out of him, I can smell it from here!
Things he can do with his sword. He's handy with that thing.
He's fucking good!
That's not fighting. That's
End
dancing.
of duel. Hurrah! Our brave contender secured the first victory. Peshek Putzlaw. He clearly has the advantage, but will he be able to use it? We shall see. For the glory of Gutenberg, let the duel begin.
That's it! Keep it up!
Surprised the other bloke's still standing.
Did I get that right? I know he's handy with that thing. Nice to him.
End of duel.
Caraca.
The contenders
Sal-
now have one win each.
Saiu carregando o maluco até o canto da arena.
The contenders are tied. This round will decide who gets the win. Contenders, forward!
Glory to the victor!
He's just stalling. Finish him.
You can't win this.
Holy fuck. That's skill.
End of duel.
How we did things in Gutenberg.
Quem ganhou?
Lady Fortune has fairly decided to award the second victory to the
O cara virou.
Shimek the Maw.
Pena que ele vai perder agora.
Glory to him and to his skill. But let's put him some rest before the final encounter, which he'll of course be participating in.
You just got lucky!
Fine words. We already know the winner of the sword and shield discipline. And now we have two brave contenders vying for victory in the longsword discipline. Henry of Scarlet, welcome him once more. We know our first contender. Now let's see who will pit his strength against him. Shimek the
Você me chamou de
Law.
quê? Quem foi? Fala agora. Fala aí.
That's right, just like that.
Acabou a coragem, né?
Fantastic!
Vocês vão ver o que eu vou fazer com o queridinho de vocês.
Glory to Kuttenberg.
Contenders, get to it.
I feel quite hungry!
End of duel.
E agora?
Contender secured the first victory. Winner of the sword and shield discipline, Henry of Scarlets. Let's wish him luck in the next round. And his rival too. He may still turn the duel around.
Deixa eu ir pra cima. Deixa eu ir pra cima. Deixa eu ir pra cima.
No time
Deixa eu ir
to
pra cima.
lose.
Deixa eu ir pra cima.
Get to it.
It wasn't very good.
Fuck you! Bad luck!
End of duel. The final duel is over, and what a spectacle it was! There he is, a masterful swordsman,
Yes, sir.
quick and precise. Such is today's longsword winner.
Tá falando com ele.
Today's longsword champion, Henry of Scarlets.
I'm sorry.
Harnischfechten. Duels in heavy armor are coming up next. Enjoy the last and most brutal duels of today's tournament.
Famigerado set do bobo da corte aí.
I haven't seen swordsmen.
I want to return the tournament gear.
Great.
Já peguei a primeira
Glad to hear
peça.
it. Hi. It's all here. Thanks very much.
See you soon, my friend.
Dark Stallion!
Now that's what
May
I
the
call
best
a
man
man.
win!
Henry to Henry!
Pera aí, mano.
Can't wait for you forever, Henry.
Você que começou aí de apressadinho.
Ready? Go for it!
Stomach. I must be
End of duel! First duel! Henry! He clearly has the advantage, but will he be able to use it? We shall see!
Tá passando mal aí, amigo?
For the glory of Gutenberg, let the duel begin! End of duel! Lady Fortune has fairly decided to award the second victory to the stronger of the two contenders.
Rushei o cara. Bom. Ai, ai.
In a moment, we'll see a duel between two skilled and seasoned fighters. Peter, shut up! And now, he's going to face another brave warrior, Peshek Putzlov. Enjoy the duel that will soon follow.
Just like that!
Ready?
Hurrah!
Fight!
Yes! Yes!
That last round was over so quickly. I didn't even get a good look.
Even the armor couldn't take that. Smash him to pieces!
Smash!
Give him all you've got!
Nossa.
That was a bloody good strike.
Tomou na boca. Mano, baixa essa viseira, velho.
Send my greetings to the devil.
Tá aí de enfeite, pô.
End of duel! Hoorah! Our brave contender secured the first victory. Peshek Putzlov. He clearly has the advantage, but will he be able to use it? We shall see. No time to lose. Get to it.
Holy fuck! That's scary!
Toma. Toma.
End of duel. Hurrah! We have a winner.
Duas marteladas na cabeça, cara, resolveu a brincadeira.
Truly a well-deserved triumph. But let's allow him some rest before the final encounter, which he'll of course be participating in.
Glory to the victor!
The final duel between the finest warriors we have seen today. Today's longsword champion, Henry of Skalitz. Now his skills will be put to the test by a tough bruiser who's well known across the town. Peshek Putzlov. I wish both of you the best of luck and a steady arm.
Yes! Yes!
That's right! Just like that!
Glory!
Contenders, get to it!
You're on the wrong path to really make it. Keep at it.
End of duel! even better. Henry for the glory of Gutenberg, let the duel begin. End of duel. No words needed. You saw it yourselves. Free combat champion. Today's longsword champion, Henry of Skalitz.
Yes, sir.
Hear ye, people of Gutenberg. The glory of Gutenberg has grown greatly today, and so has the glory of the local swordsmen. Our contenders fought honorably and fairly and deserve your thanks.
True master.
Look forward to the next tournament, and I wish that many of you good townspeople will find the courage to stand in the arena as well. And for those of you who'd like to learn the art, the Swordsman's Guild will happily assist.
Möge Gott mit dir
People
sein.
of Gutenberg.
Tá bem aí, mano? Quer um suquinho?
I apologize.
Tá desculpado. Os prêmios dessa versão do torneio foram meio meme, cara. Dessa edição, quer dizer, do torneio. Bora aqui pegar essa quest.
Hey, it's me! Hans double-crossed me.
How do you know?
I found out by chance. It wasn't just me that fell for that tale of selling wares for a tidy profit in Germany. He'd take people to taverns, get all friendly with them, then take all their goods and vanish.
How many people are we talking about?
I know of at least 3. But it wouldn't surprise me if there wasn't a lot more of us.
It happens all the time. Well, you should report him. They'll catch him and give him what for.
It's already been done. He got caught with stolen goods somewhere. Then one thing led to another, and they found out he was involved in all sorts of dodgy business.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
I suppose so. But it made me realize how hard it is to trust anyone these days.
Not everybody's out to get you.
I hope you're not, at least. Sorry I mistook you for him. But you do look a lot alike.
So, chances are you won't be seeing your money from Hans again, will you?
Oh, see, that reminds me. I need to pay you back for what you gave me last time. Hans may have been a crook, but I pay my debts.
Não, pode ficar.
Ah, you keep it.
I'm sure you need it more than I do right now.
Seems that not all people are bad after all. May God repay you for your kindness.
I'd like to purchase something.
Take your pick.
O que você tá vendendo aí? Putz, mano. Queria te ajudar mais, mas você também não me ajuda a te ajudar, cara.
All right. Take it easy. What are people going to think?
Have my back, and you never betray.
Of course not.
We men.
Hey, youngster, can I have a word?
Oba.
I'll be with you.
Was there something you wanted?
Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. What's your name, pal?
Henry.
Kvietoslav. Pleased to meet you. Well, Henry, you can't read by any chance?
I can.
Brilliant. Just the man I've been waiting for.
Pra quê?
Really? What do you need?
Someone trustworthy who could help me write this business letter.
And you were just waiting in case one happened to walk past? Isn't there a scribe in Kutterberg?
Of course there is. It's just that I don't trust the bugger. And his assistant, even worse. While you strike me as a trustworthy fella. What's more, I can tell at first glance you ain't local, so my trade secrets are of no use to you.
So, you want me to write a letter for you and keep it hush-hush?
I couldn't have put it better myself.
Tá bom.
What kind of letter is it, exactly?
Like I said, it's an important business letter. There's some matter I need to settle with this Kuttenberg burger.
Are you offering him something?
Aye. You could say that, actually. It's kind of like a business offer.
What do I get for writing it?
A whole heap of coin, pal. It's really important for me. I don't mind giving you a groschen for every word.
Really? How long will the letter be?
Very long. There's a lot I need to say.
All right. I'm certain we can work something out.
Brilliant. But before we get started, could you take a look at this? Just to test you.
What's this supposed to be?
I was given this here parchment by one wandering student. He said it's a love poem.
How many miles you've wandered at such a grueling pace? Rest your feet, dear maiden. Sit here upon my face. That sounds more like bawdy verse than a love letter.
Is that what it says? Bugger. You know what? You can keep it. But it's clear you can read, so let's get down to work.
Can't you tell me anything more about the letter?
Nothing to tell. Like I said, I'm in a wrangle with this rich burger, and I need to get him to come to the table. And what better way than a nicely written letter?
Where are we going to write the letter? I can see neither parchment nor an inkwell here.
Oh no, we can't write it here. Too many curious ears round here.
Well then...
You have to go to Kuttenberg, in the northern part of town, known as the Miners' District. I have my office. Enter the city by that gate. Keep going straight until you pass the town hall. Keep the markets on your right. Go as far as the city wall, and there it is. The building may look a bit run down from outside, but don't worry about that. Go in, and my business partners will be waiting for you there.
Hold on. You're not coming with me?
I'm afraid I've got things to be doing. But don't worry. My partners know what to do, and they'll pay you.
Right,
Claro que
so
isso aqui é
I
uma
go to the
armadilha.
city, and in the miners' district, I find your office. Well, they'll dictate the letter to me and pay me.
That's right. There's one more thing, though. Tell them two in the office that justice is worth more than silver, so they know it's me what sent you.
You have a password? Why?
You know, when coin's at stake, you can't trust anyone.
But that's enough chit-chat. Off you go, don't keep them waiting. And welcome to the world of Kuttenberg businessmen. Oh well.
Isso aqui tem cheiro de emboscada.
Didn't have much anyway.
Uma coisa que eu não pude deixar de notar essa aqui é a arena do torneio? Parece que é, né? Pensei que fosse uma arena diferente e que do lado dela tivesse um instrutor.
Bottles, pictures, fine pictures.
Who are you? And what are you doing here, lad?
I'm Henry. I'm supposed to help you write a letter?
Oh, right. Kwiatoslav sent you, didn't he? And there's something you're supposed to tell us, though.
Justiça vale mais que a prata.
Justice is worth more than silver?
Great. You know the password. Let's get down to it right away, shall we?
First, tell me why there's all this secrecy around this letter. And why are we meeting here? It doesn't look like an office.
Well, that's the way it's done in Kuttenberg. There's a lot of coin at stake, so we take precautions. And secrets that everyone knows are no secrets.
But you don't mind getting a complete stranger to write the letter?
Of course we mind. But what choice do we have? If Kwiatoslav sent you, we'll take the risk.
Bom.
All right. Let's get to it.
Right. A nice, polite beginning. Greetings, Master Markhold. I hope you are in good health. And good spirits. And likewise, your wife.
Never mind his old woman. Is he even married? A prick like that would bully a woman to death. Write this. You fucking arsehole. Release them and pay up. Or we'll fuck you up.
We can't be so brutal. We have to be more polite. Markhold is a merchant. He's all about coin. We need to, you know, sell it to him.
He ain't no merchant. He's a murderer. What do you think Thomas went off to see the world in his old age? He got rid of him when we started getting suspicious.
So? Thomas was a bastard anyway.
I'm just saying we have to stick it to Markhold brutally. so he doesn't think we're afraid of him.
Bollocks! If we do that, he'll think there's no talking to us. We have to do it with a silver tongue.
Suit yourself. For all I care, you can just draw the fucking thing. It'll be shit anyway.
Well, do it like I said. So, dear Master Markhold, I hope this letter finds you in good spirits.
I'll make it sound a bit more refined.
Greetings. I trust that this correspondence will find you in good health. Done. Next.
We are writing to you about a serious matter concerning our deal.
That you fucked us over on, you cheating scum!
Would you please let me compose this letter?
All right, forget I spoke.
Now, where was I? I am writing to you in regards to a serious matter concerning our deal, which did not exactly go well.
We are writing to you in good faith that we can resolve this misunderstanding, which was surely unintentional.
What's next?
Right. What was it I wanted?
To get to the point?
Why don't you get to the door and fuck off? If you keep sticking your nose in, we'll never get it written.
We'll never get it written if you don't get to the point. But suit yourself, I'll shut up.
So, it didn't end up well. We would like this. We expect from you some remedy that will lead to improving things for both sides. If you refuse, it will lead to some deep shit, misfortune.
What did that fella actually do to you?
You'll find out. Sometime, maybe.
Write and it'll all become clear.
All right. I'm writing. We ask you to rectify the situation to the satisfaction of both sides in this dispute. Your refusal, on the contrary, would result in your own downfall. Written. Next.
All right. Write this. Let our mates go free. Otherwise, we'll go to the powers that be and they'll kick your arse for you. Or your backside, or something polite.
Finally.
Free our captive brothers. Otherwise, we shall report your dishonesty to King Sigismund, and he shall see to your prompt punishment. Carry on.
Why, once they return to us safe and sound, we'll clear off and you'll never see us again. And your secret will be safe.
Ha! You don't really believe he'll let us go just like that?
Why not? If we disappear, he'll be out of danger. Him and his silver.
He'll be safe as long as he kills us.
Shut up, you idiot.
You shut up, you fool.
What was that about silver?
Nothing.
Don't give me that. I heard you.
All right, tell him. It don't matter now anyway.
Us and Markhold made a deal. We stole silver for him. He took it out of the region and flocked it and gave us a cut.
Except he never actually paid us, the bastard.
So we started to set aside a bit of everything we nicked. Selling raw silver here in the city ain't exactly safe, but you can manage if you do it little by little.
Except that fucker Marco got wind of it, took our mates captive, and won't let them go till we give it all back to him.
You didn't have to tell him that. What if he shits himself and scarpers?
Don't worry, he's a good lad. He'll help us and he'll be rewarded. Isn't that right?
Of course you're right. I'm in with you. Silver is lovely. What do you want me to write then?
As soon as our mates come back safe and sound, we'll clear off and you'll never see us again.
Once our brothers have returned to us safe and sound, we shall vanish from these parts, and you shall never hear from us again. Done.
Maybe some polite parting?
Like, go fuck yourself, shitbag.
We can't put that in the letter, surely. That's definitely not done. We'll do it politely. Yours trustingly in your wise decision, the Mining Brotherhood.
With regards and trust in your wisdom, yours, the trustworthy men of the honest Brotherhood of Miners. That's that. The letter is finished.
Great. Give it to me so I can seal it and have it delivered. We are grateful for your help.
We are. And we're sorry for what we have to do now.
Can't we just leave it be?
He knows too much. What if he goes to the bailiff?
I'd be no good to him anyway. Does he know about our camp on Sukov Hill?
Agora eu sei.
Kurva. I shouldn't have said that.
You must be the biggest idiot in the region. There's no way we can let him go now.
Fuck. Yeah. Sorry, lad. You're out of luck, I'm sad to say.
Eu já falei que ajudaria vocês.
I already said I'd help you.
Sakra, that's true.
What do you want to do with him then?
What will you get out of helping us?
I don't know. The way you tell it, Markold sounds like a swine who deserves to suffer.
So the only reason you want to help us is that you dislike someone you ain't ever met?
Unless you've been lying to me, and he doesn't deserve it. And I've been promised a reward as well. That's reason enough, if you ask me.
All right, have it your way.
But there's one more thing we want you to do. Take the letter to Markold. That's all.
Fine. I'll do it.
Agreed. Take the letter and deliver it to Master Markold of Loney. He lives in a big stone house on the lower marketplace, next door to a tailor's. Got that?
Just make sure you don't tell him anything. Some miner gave you some coin to deliver a letter, and you did it, because you're a decent fella.
You don't have to wait for a reply, but watch how he reacts to the letter. If it goes well, and Markold lets our mates go with them to Sukov. There'll be a nice pile of silver waiting there for you. Don't you worry.
But if you betray us, there'll be a nice sharp blade waiting for you instead.
And if we see you going to the bailiff instead of Markold's place, you're a dead man.
All right. I'll hand it over. Keep my mouth shut. Mum's a word. Don't worry.
Queria ver vocês tentar, só isso.
schließe bald. Kommt und kommt.
Hear ye! Let it be known that a new warlock...
Excuse me.
Pode passar.
You can't just stroll around here without some...
I reckon I'll have a look first. Maybe next time I'll even fight.
All fine and dandy.
Ninguém.
Hey! What are you doing here? You're not allowed. That's right.
Qual casa que falaram que é? Ué, aqui? Ou aqui?
You can't just stroll around here
Passando.
without...
Servus, guter Mann. What can I do for you?
Uma carta pra você.
I'm looking for Master Markhold.
Das bin ich. What do you want? Spit it out, I've no time to waste.
Some fella gave me this letter and said I should give it to you.
Was? What fella? What did he look like?
Heads, 2 arms, 2 legs. Looked like a miner.
Give me the letter. What? None of them could have written this. It's almost like an Einladung to a royal banquet. How did you get hold of this letter?
Some bloke just shoved it in my hand along with a few groschen. He said you're expecting it.
Strange, but whatever. The main thing is, what to do about it. Were you told to wait for a reply?
No. They said they'd know straight away if you'll listen to them or not.
Wirklich? If that is how it is, I should listen, no? And fast.
What should I do then?
You? Right. Right. Here's a few groschen and you can run along. By the way, do you know where Hlowshed's Gate is?
Somewhere in the north of the city, isn't it? The vineyard's just beyond it.
Ausgezeichnet. Soon a couple of miners will turn up nearby, looking like they haven't seen daylight for God knows how long. Something tells me they'll be pleased if you tell them you brought me the letter.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Kommt und kauft!
Good day to you.
Vai esperar aqui? Tomar banho, deixei FF aberto. Voltei e tava tocando a BGM de Cristarium, mas tô a live aberta. Combinou bem com aí, rapaz. Aqui em cima. Você falou com o jogo? Tipo, combinou com o jogo? Ah, esses caras aqui.
You must be Kviatoslav and Mislibor's mates, eh? You're free at last. I reckon you know where to go now, right?
Well, aye, we do, but who the hell are you?
A messenger.
Tem
Good
sim, mas ela
Christian.
não é constante.
I brought the message that secured your freedom.
Really? I owe you one then, pal.
Well, you can thank me later. Now we should all vanish quick, before Markhold changes his mind about letting you go.
You're right. Are you going with us?
Sure. I'll go right along with you. I was promised something anyway.
I'd say you've earned it. I was beginning to think we were done for. Let's go then.
Caraca, longe.
Right. Job done. Letter delivered. Markhold didn't even get too angry.
I'm surprised. That fucker's a sneaky bastard who'd seize Jesus Christ himself, if he thought he'd have something out of it.
Well, I'd never have thought it of him. He just sat there smiling.
Smiling? Christ, laddie. That sent shivers down my spine. Just when I thought we were in the clear.
Come on. What are you afraid of? After all...
What was that?
Ausgezeichnet. I found you at last. For a while I was afraid you'd escape.
Fuck! How did you find us, you bastard? Did you double-cross us, lad?
What? No, this isn't my fault.
Nobody had to double-cross anyone. I just had to have you secretly followed.
What?
Naja, what else could I do? That letter made it clear to me you won't stop causing trouble.
So what now? Have you come to kill us all?
You're all long dead anyway, meine Brüder. You just don't know it yet.
Kindly shut your mouth, Markhold. You're giving me a headache.
You won't have a head to ache soon. At them!
Won't yield. There's more of us.
Wake up, big shite! You're no match for us, fucker!
They're outnumbered, you shit! You haven't a chance!
Nice hit!
No mercy!
He's had it!
I need a lot of blood, quick! This should stop it. That's better.
That was a close shave.
Damned right it was. That bastard, he followed us to the camp. Here, lad, your reward. You deserve it.
Valeu.
Oh, thanks. And next time, find someone else to write your letters.
Good day. Greetings to you too.
So, let's see what we have here. My God! Someone really did a number on her. Ugh. They ripped open her entire belly. And they didn't stop there. There must have been buckets of blood. Jesus Christ. There's hardly any blood left in her. The place they found her must look like a slaughterhouse. I should go there and take a look. Her lips are bloody, but nothing more. Tongue still in place. But if he killed her for blabbing, I reckon he'd have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? These are more like chops than cuts. Somebody must have taken a sword to her. Knife wounds would be smaller, and an axe would have made a bigger mess. But it couldn't have been a long sword. That would have been clumsy. It was something shorter and nimbler. God, that madman cut off both her breasts and bits of flesh. But what did he do with it all afterwards? Did he really keep all the pieces? Nobody could be that sick, could they? Her face is a little bruised and cut, but nobody cut her there. But she has a dark ring around her neck. Was she strangled? The murderer must have had pretty strong hands, and her hair is all matted with blood and hacked off. I don't even know what colour it was. The murderer must have wanted her to suffer, so he started ripping her hair out. Sick bastard. Just some scratches and bruises, that's all. It looks like her attacker was unarmed. If he'd had a weapon, she'd have cuts on her hands and forearms. So, the murderer must have awfully strong hands, because he strangled her and left a dark ring around her neck. Then he took a short sword or saber and started hacking at her. She's missing parts of her torso, but they hide the body. He also cut off most of her hair. He cut off her breasts, but left her tongue, then left her lying there for all to see. To send a message, maybe? Or a warning? Only if it was a warning for telltales, he would have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? I don't know why he killed her, But I don't think it's because of Catherine.
That thing with your aunt, did you make up?
Not a chance. I'd sooner see hell freeze over.
Ah, that's a shame. There's something I need.
Cadê o coveiro? Não é você. É você.
Good evening, my friend. What do you need?
Então.
You must be the local gravedigger.
That's right. They call me František. At least them that can speak do. Ha!
I'm Henry.
Greetings, Henry. What do you need?
That dead girl you have in the morgue. Alice.
You've seen her? Poor thing. Who could have done such a thing?
That's what I'm trying to find out. Do you know anything about her?
She's gone to meet her maker. What more do you want to know? You want to take away a piece of her? Well, you can't. Not a hair off her head, a bloody scrap of cloth, or a thumb. You hear?
I don't want to take anything. I need to find something out.
Like what exactly?
Who killed her?
Why?
Quero justiça.
Someone killed the poor girl. You can't just let the murderer get away with it, can you?
Well, what do you plan on doing about it?
Find out who did it and bring him to justice.
Well, if that's the way it is, and you really want to help them lasses, it's true that Lumiere ain't shown no interest in her yet. I wouldn't expect that from him no more.
Who's this Lumiere? Another one of those gawkers and collectors?
No, no. He actually tried to help.
Help? How?
Well, he was investigating them others.
Right. You said she wasn't the first.
Aye. We had a couple of similar cases. Lumiere said they was all killed by the same murderer.
And who is this Lumiere?
He used to work for the local bailiff. I think he knew the first one what was killed, but that was a long time ago.
Do you remember how many girls were killed?
You mean you don't know nothing about it? Here, even the sparrows are squawking about it.
I haven't been in Kuttenberg very long.
I see. There's been one every few weeks for the past year.
Do you know where the last one got killed?
I heard some talk about it when they brought her here. But what do you want to do there?
Look for clues. Footprints, blood, anything.
That can help you?
That's worth a try.
I heard she was killed by the town walls, close to the Hole in the Wall, a dodgy tavern in the Hoprink neighborhood.
Thanks. What's this Lumiere got to do with this?
Well, like I told you, he used to work for the bailiff. I think he was a scribe.
A scribe keeps records in the Black Chronicle, though I've never heard of one doing his own investigations.
Well, the old bailiff wasn't all that interested in the common folk. But Lumiere, he was quite helpful. Folk heard about it and went to him with whatever was troubling them.
I'd like to speak with Lumiere. Do you know where I can find him?
At his home in Bohemia Street, that's near the church. You won't find him at the bailiff's no more. I don't know exactly why, though. Seems he had some quarrel with the bailiff.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
It's my pleasure, especially helping someone from the land of the living again. Actually, wait a mo. Speaking of the living, there's a girl what comes here and grieves over that dead maid. I think her name is Barbara.
And do you know where I could find her?
She said she serves in one of the burgers' houses. So either there or in the morgue with that poor dead girl.
Thanks again, Master Gravedigger.
Farewell.
Risadinha tosca. Risadinha da hora. Só os descolados entendem.
Lumiere?
Oh. Christ, my head. Not so loud.
I need to ask you something.
I said not so loud. I have a splitting headache.
That's some hangover. He's useless to me like this. Unless I'm willing to wait for him to sleep it off, I'll have to get him some kind of cure or potion.
Cara, tá mais só as. Passar aqui esse álcool.
This should sober him up.
Oh.
Here. Drink up. Better?
What? Who? What are you doing here? Who are you?
My name is Henry.
And what do you want from me?
I'm trying to find out who killed a certain girl. And I was sent to you.
To me? What for?
Are you Lumiere from the Rat House? The scribe?
I used to be. Now I'm just Lumiere the Madman.
Well, you don't look crazy.
Yeah. But I am. I see things in my head that aren't real. And then I point my finger at the wrong people. I'm the biggest madman in Kuttenberg.
But I need your help.
If I were you, lad, I'd leave it be. You can't help that girl anymore, anyway. You'll just end up hurting yourself.
Come now, Lumiere.
Poor girls. Nobody was all that interested in it, except for me. We let it be in the end. We let a monster walk among us. No way. You can't solve this yourself.
I'm not doing it for myself. I'm afraid he might kill one of my friends.
A friend, eh? That's not good. Not good at all. I searched high and low. And what did I get out of it? Just mockery. What makes you think you can find out more than I did?
Because I'm not stupid, and I notice things. I've successfully solved a murder before.
Is that so? A murder investigation under your belt. And educated and observant, too.
Well, I said I'm not stupid. Not that I'm educated. I can read and write, too. Sometimes even count.
Às vezes
Probably
até
more people
contar.
knew the difference. All right. Talk to me. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She worked as a maid.
A maid? That fits. Yarka was a maid, too. As were most of the other victims. What did she look like? What did he do to her?
I think that he strangled her first, and then went at her with a longer blade and disemboweled her.
Did you notice the strangulation right away? It took me a while. Maybe you really will track him down.
Do you think it's the same murder?
Counting your girl, that makes 6 victims who were first strangled and then mutilated. If it's not all the same person, they must be collaborating somehow.
This is the 6th one. How long has he been killing?
Probably about a year now. Sometimes it takes him months, sometimes weeks. But I'm including missing girls. Stanya and Zdena.
Did the dead girls have anything in common?
Aside from being pretty young girls with no proper family or background, no. I couldn't find much.
Do you think somebody is killing them because they're poor and nobody will miss them?
Certainly. If somebody killed the daughter of a local lord, no stone would be left unturned.
But why does he even kill in the first place?
I don't know. Maybe he hates women. Damn it. I feel like I'm going in circles and can't get out.
What can you tell me about Yarka?
She wasn't the first. But thanks to her, people started taking an interest. She was a maid in a German family. By all accounts, she was a pious, polite girl. She was orphaned as a child. The priest from the Church of St. Peter and Paul, Father Prokop, raised her. They found her body tossed behind a barn at the edge of town. She was cut all the way from her neck downwards. An awful sight to behold.
Did you have any suspects?
At first, I thought the son from that family did it. The murderer is usually someone close, you know. But then I changed my mind.
Why?
Well, for one, I remembered the 2 girls before her who ended up almost the same. Besides that, when I talked to the lad, He seemed he wasn't the least bit interested in Yarka. Then his mother told me that they threw her out a week before the murder because she was a harlot who stayed out till all hours of the night. That really surprised me, because Father Prokop had vouched for her good reputation. But who knows? Maybe he just didn't want to admit what had become of her.
What about Stanya?
She was an alehouse wench in a tavern of ill repute called the Hole in the Wall.
You said her body was never found. Maybe she just got out of town.
You have no idea how much I'd like to believe that. Only there was a lot of blood. Unfortunately, the investigation wasn't very successful. The Hole is a world of its own, and the people there aren't very forthcoming with information.
Did you suspect anybody?
You could suspect every second man there. Those people have nothing but thievery and deceit in their eyes. The innkeeper, Mole, definitely knew Stanya, since she worked for him. But he isn't all that chatty either.
So if I want to learn anything more, I have to ask this Mole? In the hole?
Yeah. He still runs the place.
And what about that Zdena? You said her body was never found.
Exactly. But to tell the truth, nobody spent much time looking for it. Besides Alice, Zdena was the most recent victim. It's only been a few weeks since she went missing, but I suppose nobody wanted to do any more digging.
But if her body was never found, how do you know she was killed?
Because she was the same type as the other girls. Maybe the prettiest of them all. Young, beautiful. A real live one. Lively as the devil. She was a thief. A pickpocket. I never could pin it on her, though. She always found some way to get out of it.
Maybe she robbed the wrong people and had to get out of town.
Maybe. She had a partner in crime by the name of Strunad. Quite a number. He's always sitting in the hole, boozing. When I asked him about Zdena, he told me he'd rather rip his own tongue out than talk.
Do you think he'd be more forthcoming with me?
He might be. You're not known all over town like a catchpole. It's worth a try. Besides, it might still be fresh in his memory. That would be a great help.
And what about the other two victims?
It all started with them, though nobody did much about it at the time. The first one worked as a bathhouse maid. They called her Chestnut. She'd only been in town for a short while, and nobody really knew her. So I couldn't find out anything more. But the other one, Libushka, she was from Loretz. She was a maidservant, too. I also talked to her mother. She said she was really cheerful and outgoing. There were lots of suitors circling around her, but she refused them all. She knew she was pretty, and knew she could do better than some farmhand.
You mean she wanted someone higher up?
That's what it sounded like. But her mother never found out who she had her eye on.
Interesting. I'll try to see what else I can find out from the mother. Where can I find her?
In the graveyard, lad. The poor woman died of grief. It's sad to say, but we can't help those two dead girls now. And they can't help us with our investigation either. There's nobody else left who could tell us anything about them.
Why were you looking into it? Who were those dead girls to you?
I don't know what people told you about me, but for many long years I was a scribe for Kuttenberg's bailiff. Kuttenberg is a big city with a lot of people. Silver, silver, silver. Mining it, smelting it, stealing it. There's always something going on. The bailiff was always running from hell to Hades, from one rich man to another, settling their quarrels. Often trivial nonsense.
But there are more than just rich burghers and lords in the city.
Exactly. There are common folk, too. There's a lot more of them, and their troubles are usually more serious. So when one of them came to the bailiff's one time, and the bailiff was running around somewhere, I started to deal with it myself. I was pretty good at it, too.
Behind the bailiff's back?
Not really. Andreas supported my activities until recently.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. Sorry.
Alguém sabe notícias do Mako? Nessa hora deve estar no 15º sono. Rapaziada, já voltei.
Did you have any suspects back then?
You can always find some suspect. I always dragged the most suspicious ones to the body in the morgue by force. And they threw up at the sight. Or fainted.
Couldn't it have just been an act?
Fainting? Vomiting? That's hard to act. I'd swear none of them did it.
Can you sum it all up for me?
We have 6 victims here. And I believe they were all murdered by the same killer. Unfortunately, we only know a little about the last 4. The most recent ones. By now, we won't learn anything about the first 2. Of the remaining 4, the first to be killed was the maidservant, Yarka. She was raised by Father Prokop from the Church of St. Peter and Paul. He should know the most about her. The next were Stanya and Zdena. Their bodies weren't found, but we assume they also became victims of the same murderer. They both hung around a tavern they called the Hole in the Wall. Stanya was an alehouse maid, and Zdena a pickpocket. And the last victim is Alice now. Also a maid. What they all have in common is that they were young, beautiful, and brunette.
Good. I know everything I need to know.
When you learn something more, stop by and see me. You've aroused a bit of hope in me, lad. I hope you won't disappoint me.
Saiu pra pegar café e nunca mais foi visto, é isso? Exatamente, tá desaparecido.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you.
Welcome here, noble sir.
Valeu.
Good day to you. What brings you here?
Father, I need to ask you a few questions.
I don't have time for theological discussions, my son.
That's not why I'm here. My name's Henry, and I wanted to ask about the murder that happened recently. Someone killed and gutted a young maidservant and left her body lying by the city walls. And I hear it's not the first time this has happened.
Another one murdered. May the Lord grant her eternal rest. Why is it you ask?
Somebody is murdering maids here. We have to put an end to it.
Yes, but those poor souls are already at God's side, and revenge never...
I don't want revenge. I want to stop more killing. That's a better reason, isn't it?
True enough. What do you need to know?
One of the other victims was a girl named Yarka. But I reckon you know that, don't you? What can you tell me about her?
About Yarka? She was an ordinary girl. She served the von Groll family.
Where did you know Yarka from?
I knew her since she was a little girl. Knew her family.
And?
I was her uncle. When my brother and his wife died, I took care of her.
Who do you think killed her?
William, that pig of Satan. He gambles in the tavern on All Saints' Day and leads the locals astray. Yarka always went there to listen to music.
Why do you think it was William? Do you have any evidence?
Evidence? He's a skirt chaser, a tool of Satan. He messes with poor girls' heads.
And does anyone else come to mind? No other man spoke with her?
No, absolutely not.
You raised her? A priest with a child?
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm not the first of the clergy to have a child on the side. But at least everyone knew Yarka wasn't my own daughter.
No offense, but how did you know what to do? Without a wife, without a family? I would have been lost.
I was a bit, son. When she was smaller, it was fine, but when she grew up a bit, maybe I was too hard on her.
How does that even work? Did you have her with you at the presbytery?
When she was small, I could. But when she grew up, she had to go. It wouldn't look right.
Why do you think you were too hard on her?
Yarko was an orphan, with no family and no possessions. Her only chance of a good life was a good upbringing. And then, a husband. But the more I led her in that direction, the more she resisted me.
You're well off, though. Couldn't you provide for her?
I couldn't. Even if she had been my very own. More so, since she was my brother's.
But how come?
The church's property always remains the church's. They keep a close eye on that.
How did she rebel against you?
She wouldn't listen. She ran away. She ran around with all sorts. And how did it turn out? She died. And in sin. Such a disgrace.
Disgrace? What the devil are you talking about?
She was pregnant! Even if she had lived, what then? Nobody would want to marry her anymore.
Why don't you respect Lumir?
That's my business. You needn't concern yourself about that. I won't tell you anything.
Come now, Father. I'm not just asking out of curiosity. This is about all the dead girls. Isn't it written in scripture? Speak up for those who have no voice.
A layman quotes the Bible to me. Fine. Lumir accused me of her murder.
What?
Yes. He slandered me in public.
And how... What happened then?
It turned out he was deranged. How could he even think such a thing? He's finished in Kuttenberg.
I've heard enough, Father. I'll be going.
Son, I'll give you some good advice. Don't listen to Lumir. That man has gone completely mad.
O padre está convencido que... Aliás, o antigo escriba está convencido que o padre matou a filha adotiva. Boa noite.
Excuse me.
Pode passar. Cara, a dublagem desse padre ficou muito boa. tipo, pra um NPC do tipo que ele é, provavelmente não vamos encontrá-lo de novo. A dublagem ficou muito boa. Pelo menos eu achei.
Greetings to you two.
No, I just want to be sure nobody finds out. You never know.
Not just the tools of their trade. These days, we need to rely on ourselves. The lords won't help us.
My humble.
Fuck yourself. I owe you nothing.
Look, man, if you're gonna yell at each other, do it somewhere else.
Rapaziada, falar a verdade, as vistas estão pesando já, hein?
What's that?
I'd like a beer.
You should have fucking stayed out of it. I'll be done with you in a flash.
Terreno.
Come on then.
Mas essa foi a primeira semana, então ainda vai chegar a hora que eu vou me adaptar
Big
à
mistake,
rotina
you
nova.
cunt!
Por isso que tem academia ainda, cara. Que essa semana quase não fui por causa do pescoço.
A madman. Why'd he do it?
What's it to be, you wretch? This has been going on too long.
Fuck that. Take that.
Toma.
No chance.
Christ, I don't have the whole day for you.
What's the matter? This has been going on too long. Take that! No chance.
What's it to be, you wretch?
Fuck you!
Christ, I don't have the whole day for you.
Ah, pô, nocautei o cara logo. Quero falar com o taverneiro.
This has been going on too long.
Puxadinha a soco, vai.
I hope he doesn't hurt anyone else.
Shit! Fuck!
Bundão.
Ain't had enough yet.
Se eu interferir nessa briga, eu vou estar cometendo um crime, né?
You'll be fucking sorry.
Eu posso lidar com o guarda depois. Caraca, mano, ainda. Chat, escolhe um.
This has been going on too long.
Camisa branca ou camisa vermelha?
What's the matter? Shit yourself!
O de vermelho?
To me! Get him from
I'll
behind!
beat you to a bloody pulp,
Ain't had
fucker.
enough yet. Want more, eh? You should have a light.
Pronto.
Why are you lying?
Valeu, meu livro.
Things of the past. What can I
I'm
get
sorry.
for you?
Agora deixa eu falar com o estalajadeiro, por favor.
It's late. What do you want from me?
Então, tô investigando o assassinato.
Did Estanya work here?
Stanya. Maybe. It depends on who's asking.
My name's Henry.
Names don't interest me. The main thing is whether it's a good guest or a bad guest asking. What kind of guest are you, Henry?
I'm a good guest.
Really? Let's see. Do you know how to recognize a good guest?
By the fact he spends a lot of coin?
Aye. I like talking to them kind of guests. A lot. So, what'll it be, my good man?
Tá bom.
I'll have something to drink.
Something? That'll be ale, then. Great choice. Ask away before I pour it for you.
I want to know if Stanya worked here.
She did. And she don't know more. What's it to you?
I heard she disappeared without a trace. So I'm trying to find out if anyone had anything to do with it.
It's possible. The chamber she was sleeping in here was totally ransacked. The door open. Everything emptied out. And Stanya was gone. All I found were bloody footprints.
Tell me something else.
First, you'll have another beer. Or is it time to pay?
What?
If you want to ask, you have to drink. Didn't you get that?
You're quite the extortionist.
I prefer to be called an enterprising man of trade. So, what'll it be?
Tá bom.
I'm getting tired of this. I'll give you the money up front, and that's all you'll get, whether I'm a good guest or bad. Got it? Now you're gonna spill it. Got it?
All right, all right.
Did anybody see what actually happened when Stanya disappeared?
No, it was at night. Nobody saw or heard anything. The tavern tends to be empty at that hour. And you won't meet many people on the street, neither.
What was Stanya like? What can you tell me about her?
A bold woman. One has to be here. Everyone's ballsy here unless you nib it in the bud right away. She was hanging around a bard for a while. I don't know how close they were, but she also had another suitor.
Someone from the city?
No, a charcoal burner. I heard he was from somewhere in the, Verchlitz Valley. I think his name was Barton?
One beer, please.
What do you know about that bard?
What about him? He's a minstrel, a skirt chaser. What more can I say? He called himself William. As far as I know, he plays in the Miners' Tavern in the evenings. But sometimes he shows up here, too.
You think he might have been the one who...
Now that you mention it, he cleared out of town for a while and only came back not long ago. It could be him, all right. I know he met with some odd people and talked about God knows what, like bloody spies. Besides, you know what minstrels are like. Lasses just flock to them. And like they say, opportunity makes the thief.
Or in this case, a murderer. Apart from those men, did anyone else know Stanya? I mean, more intimately.
Well, I got bad news for you. She had two close friends, but you won't get much out of either of them.
Why?
One was hit by a cart, even before Stanya disappeared, and she died. And the other one got married and moved away.
How did Stanya's room look?
The door was wide open. Most of her things were gone, but some remained. And there was blood all over the place.
Blood? Was there a lot?
Not so much, really. More like hand or footprints. But they were near everywhere. If someone done her in, they definitely didn't do it in that chamber.
Mataram ela e depois foram revirar o quarto.
Where can I find this Barton?
I already told you. In the Verchlitz Valley.
Could you be a bit more precise?
I don't know that bloke at all. All I know is he's a charcoal burner. So if I was you, I'd look somewhere around the charcoal kilns.
That's all I need to know.
Rapaziada, foi mal. Eu sei que eu prometi uma live mais longa. Eu só consegui fazer 1 hora, mas meu olho tá colando já, cara. Tá muito pesado. Tô com muito sono. Mas vamos ver aí conforme eu for me acostumando com a rotina nova. Depois que eu incluir a academia de volta na minha semana e ver como é que eu fico. Mas dá um tempinho, a gente volta a fazer umas lives mais longas. Até lá, amanhã a gente volta com o projeto Zomboid, com o nosso collab. Eu vou deixar vocês com o Gimmick, que tá lá jogando Tales of Grace. E vou dormir. Uma boa noite a todos. Muito obrigado a todo mundo que apareceu aí. Valeu, Maikuna, mais uma vez pela raid. Valeu todo mundo que chegou na raid e ficou. O pessoal que interagiu no chat. A galera que tá sempre aí. Valeu pelo apoio de vocês. Amanhã tem mais. Eu fico por aqui. Uma boa noite. Fiquem com Deus. E fui.